Bada bing, bada boom, what's going on guys? Welcome your faces to another Nine-Toe Joe video. On today's video, we're going to be doing top 5 most powerful Minecraft mobs. Coming in at number 5, we have none other than the Evoker. Evokers are spell casting wizards that can be extremely daunting to take on. They're especially hard to fight because their unpredictable pattern of attack. Evokers don't physically do damage to the player. Instead, they cast spells that launch towards the player. Those spells often being impossible to dodge. These spell casting wizards can deal 6 hearts of damage regardless of the player's difficulty, and they attack using 3 different spells. The only indication of which spell it's going to use comes from the color of the particles that appear around its hands when it's about to cast a spell. Coming in at number 4, we have the Piglin Brute. Unlike the regular piglins, these things will attack any player on sight. Piglin Brutes won't retreat once they've spotted the player, and they cannot be distracted by dropping gold. They're one of Minecraft's strongest and most hard to deal with mobs, so players should keep an eye out for them at all times when they're exploring, and they should always have an escape plan in mind. Coming in at number 3, we have the Wither. The Wither is incredibly difficult to defeat in combat, and when you do defeat them, they drop a nether star. After it spawns, the mini boss will explode and leave a hefty crater in its place before. It'll start flying around and begin to shoot wither skulls at the player. The skulls that the mini boss shoots can deal up to 6 hearts of damage, plus its own withering effect on hard mode. When it's finally down to half health, the mini boss will be given an added layer of armor to protect itself. This shield can be extremely annoying for players to break through, but with enough willpower and nearby mobs to distract the mini boss from attacking the player, it is definitely possible to defeat the Wither. Coming in at number 2, we have the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon is the famous final boss in Minecraft. It is a she, and she has been the biggest object standing between the player and truly defeating the game Minecraft. Over the years and updates, her strengths haven't changed too much, but she has gotten more clever and difficult for the players to overcome and defeat. The Ender Dragon attacks the player with a wide range of lethal attacks. She can deal up to 7 hearts of damage on hard mode. These include spraying her dragon's breath, shooting fireballs, throwing the player into the air, and even ramming into them. However, it isn't just managing to hit the dragon while she's circling around in the air. Players must also blow up each of the end crystals that regenerate the health of the Ender Dragon. And here we are, coming in at number 1, we have the Warden. The Warden is undoubtedly one of the most horrifying additions to the game. This entirely blind mob is summoned by Skulk Shriekers. They're found in the deep dark, and they use echolocation to find players as they fumble around in the blinding darkness trying to escape. The hostile mob isn't considered a mini-boss because it wasn't designed to be fought at all, but rather for the players to stealthily sneak around and try to escape. That said, if the Warden does find you, you might as well leave the game because you are sure as frick dead. The Warden can harm the player with instantly lethal range and melee attacks, making this one of the mobs that players never want to encounter.